Tonight, a question. How much dust do you think you have in your house? And in that dust, do you think there are any particles that could be a health hazard?
Well, there is an easy and free way to test that dust to see if you have lead in your home. And Scott Swan shows us some surprising results found in a home on the near north side of Indianapolis.
Yeah, here's the deal. Lead can be a real problem, especially for young kids. So parents need to make sure they don't have high levels of lead inside their house. Tonight, I want to show you the free way to test your home and the things you can do if your house is considered unsafe.
They come in looking like this.
Gabe Filippelli spends his day testing dust and dirt.
It was a combination of all kinds of things.
He's leading the IUPUI 360 Dust Analysis Project, looking for lead in homes.
And if a kid gets exposed to lead early, it not only impacts them as a child, but it'll continue impacting them their entire life.
Lori Zakow volunteered to participate in the study, which is as simple as vacuuming your carpet and floors and then mailing the dirt and dust to IUPUI to get tested. Lori wanted to know, would researchers find any contaminants inside her home?
I think they will, because we have the dog and the cat that go in and out, and we sometimes walk on the carpet with our shoes on. So
Gabe was also curious about the inside of his house, knowing he had lead paint on the exterior and elevated levels of lead in his front yard.
Because the soils are high, I wouldn't be surprised if the dust inside is high too.
So Gabe put his vacuum to work and then took the samples to IUPUI. He removes any pet hair and puts the dust through a filter to get the finest particles.
We don't require that much material, really, to do the analysis.
Gabe first tested Lori's home in Brownsburg. He found her levels of lead were well below the danger levels.
This would be considered a safe dust environment, at least for lead.
But when Gabe ran tests on the dust and dirt from his home,
it's already flat. Oh, I don't like what I'm seeing.
The results weren't good. Safe levels of lead are numbers below 200 parts per million. Gabe's number?
639 parts per million lead. Yeah, it concerns me. It makes me think I better be vacuuming more often and maybe doing a better job at isolating some sources that might be outside my house that are still making their way in.
So if you want to participate and get your home tested, it's easy and it's free. Here's what you do. You vacuum your home, put all the dust in a resealable bag, just like this one, send it over to IUPUI. They test it, and they send you the results. Now, I've got the email for the researcher. That's where you start, and you'll find that email tonight with this story on WTHR.com.
All right, so what happens if a viewer takes this, sends it in, and then they come back with a test result that there's something there that's undesirable, like lead? They
can still do some things. Experts really caution the big concern here is if you've got toddlers in your house. There are two things you can do. They recommend using a high-performance vacuum that keeps all the dust in the machine and frequently wipe down all the surfaces with a wet cloth. Those are the two things you can do right now if they discover lead in your home.
All right, Scott, thank you.
You bet.